Today's class is going to be very interesting because we are going to talk about manners. And so, well, I guess that sometimes we don't think or we don't realize if we behave well or not. How well do you behave? That's the question. Jose Luis, how well do you consider that you behave?
Well, I'm trying to behave well with other people, considering feelings of the other people and be kind and say thank you or please or words like that. But maybe sometimes I'm too rude. I don't know.
Why? Why do you consider that?
Uh, I don't know. Maybe the situation because the heat and the traffic or something like that.
Yes, you know what? I think that sometimes we are so stressed, and that's
Yes,
why we tend to be unpolite.
yes, I'm agree with you because stress is is hard.
That's it. All right. Thank you very much,
Thank
Jose
you.
Luis. Okay, Juan de Dios, what do you think about it?
Well, teacher, I think that in my case, for example, I I always I am trying always to be a better person, but I think that exactly that you said the stress when I got stressed, maybe sometimes I made a little mistakes because I forgot the way to be fine with people, and maybe this is the key to get the good behave. I don't know, maybe if sometimes we take the time to think to think the things, we can change the situation about that, something like that.
Yes, you're right. But sometimes we try to be calm, cool, and we try to do the things as the best we can. But yes, sometimes there are situations that go out from our hands. All right, thank you very much. Okay, Marco, what do you think about it?
Actually, I have not asked me that question, and I don't know what to say. I think my behavior is uh, uh, such as a good person. I don't know.
Uh, you know
But,
what?
in most cases, when people ask me for help, I help them, and if I can't do it, I uh, try to investigate how to help them.
That's it. Yeah, you know what? It is very good because sometimes we don't know what happens in the mind of some people, and and we say, what a rude person, what a disconsiderated person. But you know what? Maybe those people have problems and we don't know. So yes, it is sometimes good to, as we here in Mexico say, to put on their shoes.
Yes, but it's a difficult. Um, it's very difficult to do that because everyone has its own problems and try to solve them.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Well, but we have to be empathetic.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Now, let's go to the next question. Here we have a little buddy, this beautiful boy, who says that the only substitute for good manners is fast reflexes. What do you think about bad manners at the table? Are there any bad manners that that you have observed, something that you consider as bad manners at the table? Juan de Dios, what do you think about it?
First teacher, I'm sorry, but could you please explain me what is a manner?
Modales.
Okay, I would. Okay, thank you. Yes, maybe in the picture has a reason because I guess that this is the meaning that I'm getting, but we have to take the time to think which who which is the correct way to do something, and maybe in the with the food is more important because when we are eating in front of some people, we have to think what is that we are doing. This is my particular opinion, teacher.
Yes, you're right. Sometimes we don't realize about things that we do, and they may be bothering for some other people. I totally agree with you. Thank you very much. Okay, please tell me, who's your victim?
I don't know, teacher. Let me check because we are a few.
Yeah.
Maybe Marco.
All right, thank you.
Well, probably. Well, I think that a good manner is, for example, when you are eating and you can't take some condiment, you can ask for it, saying please, and after that, thank you. But some people don't do that.
Uh-huh. Yes, I agree with you. Those are golden rules.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much, Marco. All right, Ali, welcome. How are you? Ali, hello. It's okay. It is okay.
Okay. Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can listen to you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I am here. Sorry for late, and I was doing some things about my school, and I just finished it.
Excellent. It's okay.
How are you?
It's okay. So, you know what? We are talking about manners. And so the question is manners, good manners at the table. What do you consider to be a good manner at the table?
Um, maybe eat with, how do you say, utensilios?
With a fork, with a knife.
Yeah, because some people eat with the hands, and I don't like that, because it's a little disgusting for me.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So, well, you know what? If we are in Mexico, it's okay.
Yeah.
But let's suppose that we are in India or that we are in Arabia. And yes, in those places, people eat with their hands. And I think that good manners or bad manners depend not only about the customs or uses, but also about the place where we are.
Yeah. For example, tacos with the hands, but in the restaurants, I saw people that eat with the hands, or I don't know how do you say masticar. I don't
Chow,
know how.
munch.
Yeah, that is very disgusting.
Oh, yes, that's it. All right, Ali, thank you very much. Okay, so Ali, who's your victim?
Victim? I don't. Maybe Jose Luis.
All right, thank you.
Okay, maybe we can avoid to talk with the avoid talk with the mouth full of food.
Aha, yeah, that's it. You're right. It is so disgusting when
Yes, I
people
know.
do that. All right. Thank you very much, Jose Luis. All right. Anybody else?
No.
Jose Luis, who's your victim? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Carlos.
All right. Thank you. Okay, Carlos, what do you think about good manners at the table?
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
I don't know what sobre qué estamos hablando.
We are talking about good manners or bad manners. Buenos modales.
Okay. For me, I have good manner. I ever say good morning and good afternoon when I go to my work. O some algún lugar al que voy.
Somewhere I
Somewhere
go.
when I go. For me, this is a good manner.
All right. And what about good manners at the table?
The table.
At the table, when we are eating.
Okay. Say provecho. I don't know how can I say.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit and I don't know. and I ever say provecho when I go to eat or when I go to eat something.
Yes, that's it. All right. Thank you very much, Carlos. Carlos, please tell me, who's your victim?
Ali.
I think that Ali has already spoken, but you know what? The person who is missing is Hector.
Okay, Hector.
Hi, good night, good evening to everything. I think the good models, good manners is imprescindible for the, if you want to feel comfortable, you need to have a good manners because we live in a society and I think it's imprescindible to behavior, to have a good behavior in at the table, in your work, in the street, in the public transport. It's my point of view.
Thank you very much. And is there any behavior that you consider a bad manner at the table?
I think it's necessary to have a good behavior. A bad behavior is, for example, when you make noise with you when you are eating.
That's it. Well, thank you very much, Hector. You know what? I think that you're right. Look at this. I prepared these images for you. Here we are. good manners sometimes depend on the place where we are. For example, in France, it is a bad manner, so bad manner, to keep your hands on your lap like this. So your hands must be on the table, nor under the table. It is a very bad manner. And it is a good manner to keep both hands above the table. And here we are, another one. When not using utensils, rest your wrists or forearms on the table and never your elbows. Otherwise, who knows what you could be doing underneath the table. Oh my. Yeah, it is necessary to have your hands on the table at the sight of everybody. But yes, your hands, not your elbows. Well, is it something similar here in Mexico? What?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
No, no.
I remember my mom told me that I can't put the elbows on the table. I don't know.
Okay, Jose Luis, what do you think about it?
It's something similar, but there's no problem that you have the hands on your lap.
Well, here what they say in France is that nobody knows what you are doing with your hands under the table on your lap. So it is much better to let them visible.
Yes.
All right. So anybody else? Anybody else's opinion?
Yo,
Yes, teacher. Well, my friend first, please.
All right. Hello.
yes, teacher. A bad manner, maybe eat with your mouth open.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, I listened to you. I've got a cold and I was sneezing. I'm sorry. Yes, Carlos, whenever you eat with your mouth open, oh my, it's so disgusting. Holy moly. Yeah, all
Uh,
right.
when I don't know, I don't remember, but mm, somebody say, I don't know how can I say, tiempo antes, como unos
Time ago,
time ago, se decía,
it was said,
it was said, que belching after eating was good moda.
aha, that's it, yes. Yeah, so it was not only a good manner, but also it showed our education and the level of our personality.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Anybody else?
Yes, me, teacher, if I could.
Yes, of course, Juan de.
Thank you, teacher. First, I think that a badly behavior maybe could be when people don't set the chair after to eat. They leave the chair in the same place, and maybe it could be better if they set the chair under the table.
Aha, that's it. That's very nice. Even at school, teacher said, hey, if you are leaving, please put your chair next to the table. Put it in its place. Yeah, because
Yes.
it is a good manner. All right, thank you very much. Anybody else?
I teacher, for
Yes.
example, in some countries like Arabia, people likes to suck his fingers. This is a sign of good models.
Good manners.
Good manners, yes, but the good manners depends of the country.
Uh-huh.
In some cultures, for example, the people eat with hands without uh, without spoons or
Not
another
utensils.
utensils, and it's different.
That's it.
The perception of good manners
Uh-huh.
like
Yes, Hector. Yes, it just depends on the culture, on the region, and on the country. You know what? I am going to let myself to talk to you about something that I could observe when I was in the United States. I was in Indiana, in Evansville, and I was studying in the University of Southern Indiana. I was in an international community, and we were studying students from all around the world. So I could have some Arabic students, they were my friends. I had also some Chinese friends, Japanese ones, Colombian ones, and Korean. And so they are so different from us. I remember that Chinese people used to take out their shoes. And so whenever they were in the classroom, they took out their shoes. They would take out their shoes and fold their feet on the chair. But that was terrible because they didn't used to have a shower very frequently. So the odor, the smell was terrible. And even, for example, Arabic people used to eat a lot of garlic. Uh, and they didn't used to brush their teeth and to have a bath only two or twice a week. So they also used to take out their shoes. Oh my, it was like an atomic bomb to be there. And so they used to eat everything with their hands. Sometimes they realized that it was not proper, but they were used to that. So they went sometimes to wash their hands and they began eating. And they were talking to you and eating and munching. And oh, I really love them. But their manners for me were so difficult to stand sometimes. I remember that I had a friend whose name was Jawad. He was a very nice person. I really loved to be working with him. But guess what? His smell, I couldn't find it. I couldn't stand it. So every single day I was trying to change my seat to escape from him. And he was all of the time looking for me. Hey, Maggie, come sit down here. And I said, no, gosh. It was so difficult. Chinese people were all of the time eating something, and they were eating very strange food. Some, for example, squid, dried squid in pieces, and they used to invite everyone. Hey, would you like to try? Here you have some Chinese food, but Jesus Christ, it was extremely salty. Oh, I didn't like it very much. So I used to take just a piece, a little piece, and to be eating in little pieces. And whenever they said, Maggie, won't you like more? And I said, hey, here I have a little piece. Thank you very much. I didn't want to be unpolite, but Jesus, it was difficult. But they were things that for me were very interesting to know about some uses. All right, you know what? Let's go to another image. Spain. If you are in Spain, it is a bad manner to rush off straight after your meal. I mean, to finish your meal and go running. The most polite thing is to enjoy the sobremesa and to be talking with the people where you ate after eating. Sobremesa literally translates to over the table. It is the period after a meal to digest, converse, and relax. And it applies throughout the week. So, what do you think about sobremesa? Do we do it here in Mexico?
Can
What
I
do you?
say some?
Uh,
Sorry, can I say something, teacher?
Juan de Dios, thank you.
Thank you. I think that maybe in Mexico and in other places, it could be a little difficult because, and especially for the business, for the companies, because they need that the people go around. I don't know who to say that. They need that the people go out from the table because they need to send more food to another people.
Yeah, that's it. We rush off.
Rush up, okay.
Yeah, that's it. Because, well, you're right. We live in a very stressful way. Okay, thank you very much, Juan de Dios. Jose Luis, please talk to us about your appreciation.
Maybe with the family, it's common to being in sobremesa when we eat in family the weekends, for example. We enjoy the sobremesa about 2 or 3 hours talking about the week or something like that, no?
Yes, that's it. Yes, you're right. When we are on weekend, when we are with our family, it is very common to do that, but not when we are on business situations.
Yes, in business is difficult, but we are rush off.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, opinion. Marco, Ali, Héctor, Carlos.
Well, I think that sobremesa could be a difficult um, situation for teenagers. They they eat, and when they finish, they want to go to the room and use their cellulars and watch their with Facebook, Twitter, etc.
That's it. You know what? You're right. But I personally think that whenever our children are teenagers is the point when we have to reinforce education. If we let them to do that, they turn into ungovernable people. And so it is necessary that they understand that they have to integrate in society. And the first part of society, the most important, is the family. So, well, for example, in my house with my children, I never let them to be punching keys or checking the Facebook at the table. And sobremesa is sacred. So we say we have to have communication after, I don't know, maybe half an hour. Okay, go and punch your keys. But you have to give time to our family because it is important. Well, even to have teenagers at home, it's a very difficult situation sometimes if we don't have a communication, efficient communication to them. They all of the time feel that we are attacking them. So it is important to make them feel that we understand them, that we love them, that we accept them, and that we want them to share with us their experiences. It's so difficult. All right, so anybody else?
In my opinion, sobremesa is nice when I have time and my friends have enough time to chat. In sobremesa, you can chat, you can express your opinion about the problems, the common problems, or personal situation, or you can play, you can talk about personal situations, or have fun. Is I like to practice sobremesa.
That's nice. So nice. And to drink a little of coffee, to
Yes,
talk about
yes,
nice things, to laugh. That's great.
it's, I enjoy when I have sobremesa with my friends.
That's great. All right, Victor. Thank you very much. Anybody else?
Teacher, in my work, when we we after to eat, and some days we talk about any topic, and another days just they get into Facebook, but sometimes we talk about how can I say sobre lo que ha pasado la semana en el día.
About what happened
What
during the week.
happened?
Uh-huh. What happened?
What happened on the week, on the day?
Hey, that's great. That's a nice time for having communication.
Yeah, but just some days, and another days they get into Facebook, and but I don't know how can I say. A veces sí, a veces no. Sometimes
Sometimes,
yes,
sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
yes,
You know what? I consider that it's a very bad manner to have a cell phone on the table and to be chatting
yes,
when you are eating with somebody else.
yes. I don't know how happens seguido.
It happens frequently.
It happens frequently, but you don't do anything because I don't know, la persona se ofende.
The person can be offended. You know
Yeah.
what? I saw a post in Facebook time ago, and they said, when we are talking with friends, or when I meet with my friends, everybody put their cell phones in the center of the table, and we are not permitted to touch them. And I said, wow, that's a very good use.
That's a good idea.
It's that cell phones off, nobody answer. It's to have privacy and to give the respect and the importance to people as they have. All right.
Yes, I agree with this.
Yeah, I do too. I like it. All right. So thank you very much, Carlos. Anybody
You're
else?
welcome.
Yes,
Yes, Anna.
in my case, I I make I make sobremesa every morning in the free time in breakfast. Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Yes, and I work in a school, and I eat with my uh, how do you say compañeros de profesión?
Colleagues.
Yes, and we talk about some things, maybe school, uh, news, and other things. It's a good time because we eat, uh, and we talk. That's very nice.
Yeah, that's very beautiful, and we can enjoy it very much.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Anybody else? Let's go now to the next slide. Here we go. We are going to come back to this image because talking about social media, for example, courtesy and politeness can be also shown when we are Facebooking. For example, I don't know, how do you consider that it is possible to show politeness when Facebooking. What's your opinion, Jose Luis?
Oh, I think inside the net, the internet, we are political incorrectly. I don't know if
Yeah,
I say well.
politically incorrect.
Yes, because we can say whatever we want, and there's no represalia. I'm sorry.
Any repercussion?
Yes, any repercussion with the things that we said. So it's hard to change that.
That's it. But anyway, I think that we should have some rules, some regulations for being polite on the media.
Yes, but the people, if they ban it, his of the account, they open another one and still be rude or something like that.
That's it. Yes, I agree with you. All right, thank you very much, Jose Luis.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else's opinion? How can we be polite on the social media?
For example, I had the opportunity to attend a conference about about this topic because the topic of the conference was good manners in Facebook, oriented to get job.
Wow.
And in this conference was signed the importance to be a good manners in Facebook, because nowadays can be considered when you have an interview, when you have when you want to get job, and nowadays the companies are considered this topic. They consult, or they check your Facebook, your Instagram, and it can be a criteria in order to get a job or not.
You're right. I knew that. I thought, I used to say this to my students, but they thought that it was not true. I said, be very careful on what you post, because the companies are checking your profile. So if you are posting some photographs with you with a weapon on your hand, of course, it is not a good recommendation. Or when
Yes.
you where you post that you were drinking all weekend, it cannot be very beneficial for you. Yeah, you're right. I knew that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right. So who's next? Anybody else?
Well, I think that there are rules to avoid that kind of situations.
For example, Marco.
Actually, I don't read the rules. I just
Oh, but there's a regulation, like a reglamento.
Because when you want to make a email account, for example, you have to read the regulations that Yahoo or Hotmail or Google show you, and then you have to click if you are agree or you are disagree.
If you agree or if you disagree.
Yes.
And yes.
But honestly, I don't read that regulation because I don't have time, and is it's a very long document.
You know what? I consider that one of the regulations that it may contain, that regulations are maybe not to post offensive pictures. Do you think that it could be?
Yes, I think it could be. Actually, for example, in Facebook, I think when one person publish a naked picture, it is erased.
Yeah, some naked pictures or whenever there's graphic violence.
Yes.
Could it also be not to write with offensive words?
I
Yeah.
think in the Facebook, people don't share their cell phone and ubications because I watch many news about people kidnapped for share
Kidnappers.
information. Yeah, for share information about them. For example, they bought a car, they bought a house, they went to many travel, and they 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 was in some places in the vacations, and I think this is a information very delicate that they don't share with others.
That they shouldn't do it. And even, for example, when they have a newborn baby, we used to post a lot of photographs of our babies, but it's a risk. It's a risk because it's the way that we are showing that we have something or somebody who is so important for us, and it can be kidnapped or, well, there's a lot of violence nowadays, so we have to be not only polite, but also careful about what we post.
Yes.
All right.
For example, you post a picture, and other people can take the picture, and how do you say? Uh, I don't know how to say. Tú tienes una foto y te pueden digitalizar.
You have a photograph and you can be digitalized.
Yeah.
That's it. Or even I think that part of the regulations on Facebook, for example, there should be not to steal photographs of anyone else. Because, for example, I post a photograph of mine, and later on I see that that photograph is in another profile. Anybody makes a fake profile with my name and with my photograph.
Yes.
I thank you very much, Ali. Anybody else's opinion about this?
Can I say something, teacher?
Yes, of course, Juan de Dios, please.
Thank you. Well, I think that maybe another way to be polite with Facebook or maybe with the social media is when we haven't seen people a long time. We I don't know if the correct word to say that is meet people.
Meet people.
I don't know. For example, if I haven't seen some friend, since we we were in the middle school, maybe I can find it, I can find him, I can find it, and this is a good way to be polite. Say it, hi, how are you? Something like that.
Aha, that's it. That's a very nice detail. All right, thank you very much. Okay, anybody else's opinion? You know what? Here we are, for example. When I say goodbye and nobody answers me, it is violent. It is something like omission. And of course, it's a very bad manner. Haven't it happened to you that you say, good morning, everyone, and nobody answers?
This is bullying, not teacher.
It can be,
No.
yes. What do you think about it, Hector?
I think it's a bad manner, but for example, the last week I comment a photograph, a pic about an activist, and I give my opinion because these activists express hate. They defend or they promote the feminists, but in an aggressive way. And I give my opinion in this sense, but the girl offended me because for her I was wrong. I
Oh,
was intolerant.
well, I don't know, but I think that the intolerant person could be her because we can be open to all of the opinions. Not everybody is obligated to say, oh, yes, you are right.
Yes, but Facebook nowadays is an open space, and you
Yes.
can express your opinion.
Aha, yes, that's it. Uh, could you please give me 1 minute? Just 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
of course.
sorry. Yes.
¿Listo? Creo que sí.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? I've got a flu and I was sneezing again. All right. Okay. So, I don't know if it is the weather or what is it, but I never get sick. But in these weeks, I have been sick for twice. Yeah, I think that it is because of the heat. But anyway, all right.
Maybe you have a lot of stress too.
I maybe, yes, you're right. I haven't thought about it. I think that it may be. Whenever we are stressed, we tend to get sick so easily. All right. So I have a last question for everybody. What is the bad manner that you really hate? Something that you can't stand. For example, Ali, tell us, what is the bad manner that you really hate?
About what? Facebook? Everything?
About everything in general.
For example, when I travel, I don't know if you have the opportunity, but some people take off their shoes, and in the bus they 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 are without shoes. This is very disgusting. Oh my god.
Yes, I have seen that before also. And I agree with you. It is disgusting. All right, Ali, please tell me who's your victim.
Marco?
Okay, Marco, thank you.
Yes, I don't like when people clean its nose on the table.
Aha, that's so disgusting also. All right, thank you very much, Marco. Anybody else? Marco, who's your victim?
Um, Juan de Dios.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Well, I hate when people lie, when people say lies, because we are trying to be a good person, and they answer us with liars, something like that. I don't like that.
Aha, that's not only a bad manner, but a lack of values.
Yes, of course. Also this.
All right, thank you very much, Juan de Dios. Please tell me, who's your victim?
Yes, teacher, of course. Maybe Corina.
Corina is in the next class.
Okay, sorry. So
Okay.
maybe it could be Hector.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I think I hate when I say good morning and nobody answer me.
Aha, that's bad manners. All right, thank
Yes.
you. Hector, who's next?
Mm, Ali.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You said you have already participated, Ali. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Jose Luis, maybe?
Okay, José Luis.
I'm agree with Hector. The people that don't return my greeting, it made me upset.
Aha, when people don't say hello back.
Yes.
Aha, that's it. All right, who's missing? Carlos, have you already participated?
Yes, of course, teacher. I just like when somebody greets with bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
dislike.
aha, that's so disgusting.
Yes,
All right.
I don't like this.
Aha, that's it. Well, you know what? I would like to keep on talking for a long time about this topic because I guess that we have lots of things to say. But unfortunately, time is over. And so, well, I thank you so much for your participation, for your attention, for your attendance, of course. And, well, meet you next class. Have a
Okay.
very good night.
Thank you,
Thanks,
teacher.
Maggie. Good
Thank
night.
you.
See
Good
you,
night.
everybody. And teacher, I hope you get better.
Oh, thank you very much. I will survive, I promise to.
Thank you.
Okay. Get well soon.
Thank you.
See you
Bye bye.
again.
Good
Bye
evening.
bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.